I'm responding as I'm waiting to get on the ferry to my island house. And I don't see a specific question, although you are having some thoughts. So anytime you can actually phrase it as a question, then it's easier to answer. And also, I think it's a good way for you to get clear what you're actually sorting through. But in the meantime, I will see if I can formulate that question for you. So first of all, if somebody is not active, I'm just sending lots of metta, lots of loving kindness, and then just thinking that whenever anybody's ready to jump back in the fray, they're ready. And until then, they can just be voyeurs and listen and take part that way. I know the feeling sometimes that it can just seem overwhelming to deal with everything in life, and sometimes sharing and updating people just feels like more work. And so I'm not gonna push for it, just whenever you're ready. And then when it's like when you're ripe, when things are ripe, people come. Let's see, so you are saying here, oh, you're talking about your flare-ups, and I think I'm here. It sounds like you have a concern about your health, especially getting in shape for your cruise to Scandinavia. And you're not sure how you will prepare. Well, I am sure that's an easy ChatGPT question. In fact, the new one, ChatGPT 4.0, is, I mean, really, like it's like a Siri or an Alexa. You can literally ask it whatever, and it's just better than a Google search. So I recommend that. But I also think that all those prepared trips, they have recommendations, and I'm sure that there's a forum and you can find out, because you don't have to reinvent the wheel. People have taken it before you, and they will let you know what was the best way to prepare, in addition to you knowing your own body, of course, and see what your doctor says. But I also think it's really important not to invent issues, and I am not saying you are, absolutely not saying you are, but sometimes the worry and concern itself can become the issue. So if you start worrying about your body, then the anxiety will cause all kinds of processes, and you'll start to trigger them. So, get your facts and then act accordingly to the good advice that you get from those who have knowledge about that, both the doctors and the people who know about that particular cruise. And then lastly, what I want to end with that is, we are getting older, and everyone's aging. We're all getting older, and when you feel the aches and pains, use them, because you're going to have them anyway. So let's use them for our growth. And then, as a reminder, we could all convert those signals we get when we get the aches and pains. We can convert the worry, like whatever knee-jerk reaction we have, of whatever habitual reaction and pattern we have to those. We could train ourselves. We could decide that anytime we feel aches and pains, that could be a signal to wake up, and it could be a signal to remember that we are going to die, and that we are, like we're predictably closer to death than we were when we were younger. And that can just trigger an immense gratitude for where we are, and an immense gratitude for everything we have, and for the sorrows and the difficulties, an immense gratitude for the resources we have and we've had to get through them. Everything from good karma, being born in the countries we were born, being born with the skin color, only that just gave us a lot by default, and then our great friends and great family and our bodies that just keep chugging along. So that's a long answer to something that wasn't even phrased as a question. But if you have follow-up questions, please post them. And for those of you who are not ready to jump in or participate vocally, verbally, publicly, that's okay. That's okay. You're allowed to just watch. You get more out of it if you participate. But sometimes we just don't have that extra, and I understand. Love to you.